So, today I want to really talk about a very difficult matter. Some people they will find it hard to grasp, and some others may understand it very well. There is this thing about character development could be hurdled a lot of times because of parents, because you couldn't get yourself to that point where you're like fully mentally awakened to realize you have been programmed wrongly by your caregivers. So I've been watching this animation called Honey Lemon Soda, and also things I gathered from my life, patterns I've seen from the closest people I've dealt with, and how I've learned a lot from others people's mistakes and how they may listen to others, especially their parents, and how they really effed up their lives. A lot of times, a child who always try to seek his parents' approval in everything because they only want very simple thing, which is love. Your parents love, your parents being satisfied with you, content with you. That's every child wish, isn't that true? So sometimes, like, some parents could be so controlling, like they could like really steer you the other way, other than what you desire in life, other than what you gravitate towards. So a lot of times I've seen people who've listened to their parents' wishes, not their own self calling or wishes, and things didn't play out as they want on the long run. So this animation called Honey Lemon Soda, this girl, she have like a very timid, fragile, shy personality, very insecure. Her father, who's very protective of her, like often like to keep her always safe, want her to be safe. He just doesn't want her to like overly protective and all. She's grown like to let others words or opinion affect her so much that could shake her entire personality. She have this like shaken persona, and she gets easily affected by others people opinions and so on. So she grown really like, how I put it, shaky kind of personality. She does everything she can just to satisfy her father, from good grades to everything, so her father would be very proud of her. In the end, she goes to the school after being bullied in elementary school for not showing her emotions, for not standing out for herself, because she doesn't want to have conflict. She doesn't want to face those people. She feels very embarrassed and easily affected by others' opinions. So when she moves to high school, there's this guy who looks after her and just gives her the right push to get us like have a stronger personality, to show up for herself, to stand out for herself, just to cut the crap from others, just get the right confidence in her again. So she stops being insecure, so she overcomes her fears, she becomes more expressive. She doesn't let her father control her wishes in the end, because he tried to move her away to other school after he saw like his daughter is just changing. Her father's too controlling. He thinks he does everything he can just to ensure she's like safe and all. But what he's desiring for her, making her unhappy, she's tried to move her to other school, and the other school, she had founded herself within this school already. This guy who helps her like get over her fears, her insecurities, standing out for herself. She's so happy with those friends. They appreciate her, they value her, but her father is like, oh no, she needs to move to another school. And that's totally making her miserable. So in the end, she stand out for herself. She doesn't let her father just control her and just hold her back from her own wishes. So she did the best thing in the end. And I think everyone who's like any child will have a fearful personality from upsetting their parents, because some parents use this tactic like, if you don't listen to me, I'm gonna be mad at you and you're not a good child, as a punishment way to, yeah, just revoke the child from just going towards what they want to do or what they want to be. They don't they in the end of the day don't really, like, they think that what they're doing is for your own good, but they don't care if you're gonna be happy about it or not. They're just telling you this, and you have to follow the code, follow their own rules. And if you don't listen to them, they will be upset over you and they will punish you like that to shut you down from following whatever you want. I think that's very awful from a lot of parents. And those children, those same people who listen to their parents just to satisfy them, they will, yeah, F up their lives. And actually nothing will work out for them in the end, and the parents will pass. This is your life in the end of the day. You're not gonna live to others people wishes and desires. You have to live to your own free will, free thinking. You can't just be codependent on how others think or how others sees things. You have to follow your own intuition, your own vision, your own direction. You can't just listen to everyone telling you what to do, controlling you as a puppet. Like, this kind of life doesn't lead to your self-happiness. It just leads to fulfilling others' expectations, wishes for you. I think limiting oneself to people who have this kind of demeanor will only make your life sickening and unhealthy. And in the end of the day, you can't really like have a full like, you can't just make everyone happy in the end of the day. Like, you only can make God pleased over you. You're following the right thing with the right conscience. You're not hurting anyone with that, and you're doing the right thing, right call that makes you really happy and feels like home at the end of the day. So that's your life. Live it as how you want it to be, not how others want it to be for you. And people should stop being like fearful and shy to stand out for themselves, for what they wish and desire in life. Yeah, that's the best thing one can do. And it stops person from doubting themselves or seeking validation from others and being insecure and anxious about their self-worth and all of that, because so many parents, like, sadly, programmed many wrong things into their own child's belief about one's self-worth. And most importantly, the most important vital point I want to point here, they didn't give enough love. Like, they always, you'll see this child will always go in their life trying to seek out like their parents' love, and still, no matter what they do, they're not gonna get it, because this kind of parents is not like very healthy love giver. A healthy parent shouldn't like tell their control or try to establish control over their child life, and like give them the right space to see what they really want in life, what they're really like desiring to do, and find themselves without holding them back or restricting them. And if there is something they're doing wrong, they just should tell them to watch out for it as reasonably and sensibly as possible. And every child listens. There is no need for using unhealthy punishment ways and all of that. So just listen to your own self-guidance, your own intuition, and your own vision in life. This is the best compass to direct you and navigate you through life challenges and questions. This is my best advice. And of course, if you are a faith believer in God, yeah, definitely always console your matters with God, and He will direct you into the right path.